No, I don't green screen. Get that off. 2 seconds. Oh no. Camera off. Rotate. Orientation. Bear with me 2 secs, guys. Sorry, I do apologize. Let's swap the camera. No, I had it the other day. What do I call it? It's camera off, camera on. Hello. Yeah, hang on. Bloody phone. I had it. We could switch. Retouch on. Oh, well, that makes me look good. Chat filter. Top filter on. Sorry, guys. I do apologize. I had it so we could swap it over, and I've pressed buttons and it's gone. What do I call it? Oh, I tell you why. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, anyway. Can you all see? And can you all hear me? Yeah, and is it okay if I hold it like this? Because if so, we didn't need that. And then the wife's gonna have to hold it like that. So hold on to that. Right. We are live, but it's the wrong orientation. So anyway, I do apologize. I did have it on the proper orientation, but I don't know what I've done. But there we go. We'll get through it. We'll muddle through it. No problem at all. Right. Okay. So we're at Martyn here from WWScenics. Welcome to my home. I'm filming off the mobile. I did a video, recorded a video for this last week. And I did put her on orientation, so if anybody knows, let Kath know. So Catherine, my wife, is my lovely wife, I should say, is filming. So say hello, Kath.
Hi.
So if anybody knows what to press, so we can turn it that way, then let us know, because we'll turn it that way. Because I can see that I'm on shot there, and you can just see full of me, and we walk around. Anyway, the big announcement we've all been waiting for, right? Okay, so I've been working on this project for about 3 months. I've been going around the shows as well, looking at different things, looking at some subject matter that I can look at to see what's best, how can I do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Obviously we all like a little bit of height on our models, yeah, we don't like a flat base, so we always like a little bit of height. There's one little clue. I think a few of you have guessed already anyway, right, okay. But we also, excuse me, but also seeing how much effort people put into this type of terrain that they do, yeah, okay, and I was thinking, why? Yeah, you know what I mean, is there a way that WWScenics can come up with something a lot better, you know what I mean, quick, easy, so from beginner all the way up to top master models, yeah, modelers, that type of thing, yeah, okay, and yeah, we come up with it, yeah, okay, so I think you've seen all the posts and all the teasers that have been going out, yeah, okay, it was the 5S system, yeah, and it is build an embankment kit. So well done if all of you guessed, right, okay, but it's not just sort of like build an embankment kit, yeah, it's revolutionized. I think you know what I mean, it's come out with a brainchild of us, yeah, you know what I mean, I've had our designers, yeah, getting it out of my head, putting it onto the computer, and then obviously letting the computers do its best, right, okay. It's a modular system, right, okay, it could go from baseboard, from back scene all the way out to middle board, yeah, you know what I mean, and we got single, we got back scene, single and double tracks versions as well, right, okay. So basically, yeah, Kath comes down, right, the best way she can, right, okay, and I'm going to be looking over the other side of me now as well, you know what I mean. So how many we got in, Kath, can you see?
57.
57, wow, I think that's awesome. So, you know what, I've generated some interest, 57 people. Welcome everybody. If you've never seen me before on YouTube live, welcome, yeah, you know what I mean, and well, I'm blown away with that, that's fantastic. There it is, anyway, so back down to that, Kath, yeah. There it is, there's sort of the systems that we've got, they're already built. I will run through the kit in a minute, right, okay, and I'll run through the 5S system as well, right, okay. So basically, I'm gonna clear some of these away over here so you can see some of the kits that I'm going to be doing, right? So there's sort of the finished area to the point that I'm going to tell you, right? Okay. Anyway, so and then I'll just quickly show you what the system is. So it's going to come like that. We are right at the moment developing the sleeve. So we've been waiting for the sleeve to be printed. It hasn't quite made the mark, so we're not far away, but so we put a little sticker on there, but that's the box that's going to come into, right? Okay. And then in the box, yeah, you get obviously the kit, yeah, okay. You get the kit like that, right? You get the modelling plaster, right, or the mod rock as it's known in our trade, yeah. You get our famous fibre mold, yeah, okay, really good piece of kit. You get the modelling metal, right, okay, that's the key there, right, one of the things, and you get the WWScenics embankment tool, right, okay. So that's basically a template, okay, and also we put a measuring tool on there for you as well, you know, to help you out, right, okay. So basically, yeah, the five S's are, okay, so I'll go through to it. So first S is skeleton, okay, and that is that. Yeah, that's the skeleton, right, okay. You can see that we've got, you know, we put the holes in there for you, yeah, right, for your wiring, to slot for your wiring through, right, okay. And then obviously that is a single track, yeah, so bear with me, so single track, yeah, plenty of shoulder on there as well for your ballast, yeah, double-sided, okay, so that's pretty much in the middle of your baseboard, or you know, your model or your diorama or whatever you're doing, right, okay. Skeleton, so the skeleton is basically something like that, right, so that there is that, right, single track, yeah, so you get pieces like this, yeah, you get the double-sided pieces like this, right, okay, and then you just basically slot them in like that, right, okay, it's all precision made, right, precision cut, it's 2mm laser cut premium 2mm MDF, right. Now the difference is, right, why we call it premium, because there's some laser board out there, or laser MDF out there, right, that is not premium, yeah, okay, and it gets soft edges, yeah, or starts crumbling in certain places as well, right, okay, but all our MDF, right, is premium laser cut MDF, right, okay, so, and this is 2mm, right, okay, strong enough, trust me, strong enough. So you get these, yeah, you know what I mean, and you slot them in. But we've also, and you get 2 sets of these in the kit. So in there, there's 2 of these, yeah, so you get 2 of them like that, right, and we've made them that size, yeah, because it's easier to build it up like that, right, okay, but you get 2 of them, right, okay, so if you say, right, okay, I've got a layout, but I don't need that too much, it's too long, yeah, no problem, we got the sliders, okay, so just basically, yeah, you cut it to the area that you want, yeah, slide it down, right, okay, you get your measuring tool, yeah, okay, I wanted that size, see, yeah, right, okay, I wanted that size, lovely, slide it up and down, and then cut that edge off, and then that then is your support for that then, see, so you've got it, you know, you can have it, so it's, if you can see, that long, yeah, you know what I mean, so you've shortened it up already, yeah, okay, and just basically, all you do with it is just butt it up. So that is S1, that is skeleton. It's a simple process, right? Now you can glue them together using, yeah, our basing glue, right? Perfect for this, our basing glue, really strong. As you all know, it's not PVA, yeah, okay, you know what I mean? We do not use PVA in WWScenics. We use a plastic-based glue, yeah, which is structurally sound, lifetime structurally sound, okay? Right, and it's ultra strong, it goes off rapid, right, okay? So you can glue together if you want to. However, yeah, again, like I said, it's precision made, so it just clicks, pushes together. Yeah, okay, and then you can leave it like that because you're going to cover it. Yeah, and when I say cover it, you're going to start putting the structure to it, right? Okay, so you've got to that stage, right? So that stage there, now you've built it, is that stage there. Okay, now then, this is where the template comes into it. So what we need to cover that now, because if I cover that with mod rock, yeah, we'd get a droop like that. Yeah, okay, it'll just, because it's wet, it'll just droop like that. So we need to put the structure to it, right? Okay, so template, yeah, like that, right? You know, and cut around our modelling metal. Okay, now this is, oh, let me put that, leave that there. This is an aluminium sheeting, right? It is very rigid, right? Okay, but malleable, right? Okay, so you just literally put it on there, Draw around the template, yeah, and once you draw around the template, you get a hot glue gun, so be careful with edges as well, like with this, right? Make sure that you wear gloves, and make sure that when you're using the hot glue gun as well, you're being careful. So you just cut it out, you hot glue gun there, and there, yeah, put it on like that, yeah, all right, and then glue down there, yeah, and then just put it down like that, yeah, okay, and you're getting it so it fits. Like that. That then gives the structure, yeah, so you haven't got to fill in there. Okay, right, you just literally haven't got to fill. So that's already taking you about 2 minutes. That's all. Less than that, less than 2 minutes. Yeah, all you're doing is you're clicking it together, you're putting that structure on top of that. Job done. Okay, that's it. That's the structure. That job just does that. Yeah, holds the thing together, right? Okay, so now we need to get strength. Because that is it's solid, right? But you've only done, all you're doing is to cover that. We want to put a good strength to it, right? Now, so if you hear this, listen to this, yeah, that there is solid. Why? Yeah, the good old mod rock, right? Okay, the modeling plaster. That's what we got there, right? Okay, we all know this, right? We all know how it works, right? The plaster, you just cut it to length. Again, you can use a template if you want, yeah, and I droop it over either side. Any seams, don't put on the top of here, because that's where your track's going to go, yeah, okay? So you want to sort of try and get this, when you lay it over, right, because say you're laying it over that way, yeah, make sure it goes over there, and your seam runs there. Same this side as well, because we can hide the seams here, yeah, easily, right, because when we go to S5, right, but if they were on there, right, okay, you get a sort of a bump like that and your track won't sit properly, like, you know what I mean? So we want to make sure. So make sure that when you do it, you put it over the edge like that, right, okay? Guys, I know I'm waffling through it, right, you know what I mean? But I want to show you, but I've also got, straight after this, yeah, there will be from S1 to S4, live on, sorry, not live, but available on YouTube, yeah? I've done the films already, they're waiting for me just to press the button to go. I obviously couldn't press the button until I've done the live today, right? Okay, so there's your strength. Again, now we are now up to, so the tools that you need right now, yeah, is obviously the mixing bowl, which is going to be available, yeah, the kit will be available, the plaster making kit will be available, pair of scissors to snip away, you probably all got scissors, and a mixing spoon, right, if you need it, right, but that is the tools that you need to at this stage, right, okay, obviously, and hot glue gun, which we will have available on the website shortly, hopefully in the next week or so. Right, but basically there's your tools, right? Just cut away, look at it. Bowl to put the water plaster in. Again, I show you how to do it on YouTube as well anyway, right? On the films anyway, right? Then, so once that's gone off, you're there. You're now at S3. I've already spoken up to S3 as quickly as that, right? Okay? You're not even into 5 minutes into it. That's how easy it is, right? Okay? Then you go into the final S of the kit. So this kit here, right, okay, which is basically where you are there, not the track, but where you are there, right? You put your surface on, okay? So if you want rocks or rough surface or undulated surfaces and that type of thing in, that's where you put that on, yeah? So you just put it in, or if you've got bridges, excuse me, there's dust everywhere. Now then, they are going to be available, okay? They are, we're in the middle of designing them, so these, what I'm going to show you now, are sort of prototypes, that type of thing, yeah? Okay, so we've got, there, yeah, bridges, road bridges, yeah, okay, which stop straight onto there, okay, right, and then obviously your track goes onto there. So we've got straight ones, yeah, okay, if you need to raise that up a bit of cork bedding if you want to, that type of thing, yeah. You know what I mean? But we got the bridges. So the bridges fit onto there. Like, there's your back seam one. Oh, actually, I haven't shown you that. And then obviously that goes down there. So your fibre mould, what you can do then is knit it into there lovely, yeah? So use your fibre mould here, okay, right? And then you knit that into it lovely, right, okay? Again, you can put a little bit of hot glue gun if you want to, or a bit of our basing glue or something, just to stick it there, don't stop it from moving. You're doing this as well, right? You're making all this, right? Outside on a sunny day. You haven't got to build this yeah, secluded, and unless you want to be away from the family, that is, and stuff like that, and the wife, and get the eyebrows there. Yeah, you know what I mean. You don't have to do it in your modern room, right? You can bit of mental health. Yeah, you can sit outside. Yeah, or as I'd shown on the video, right? I've done it on the kitchen islands, right? And just built together. The only messy bit you got is the mod rock, because obviously the plastic comes out. So put a bit of newspaper down, that'll catch it all, job done. But again, you are literally up to, you know what I mean, 10 minutes and you could be finished, right? Okay. So yeah, like I said, we've got some prototypes here of the bridges that we're going to be looking at to release here. Okay, cat zooms into them. Yeah, you know what I mean. So they'll be something like that. They're all prototypes now, like so. Well, that's that way, like, you know, that type of thing. But so we can make them bigger if we want to. We're going to supply inside as well, so we'll make sure that that kit will fit into that. So we'll have bridge kits, that type of thing, right? Okay. We've got the wider version then as well, so I'll come back there. You know what I mean? We've got all sorts of types, right, that we're trialing and testing. It'll come with a bridge kit, which means that it will fit perfect by the side of it, right? Okay. Or you can just cut it inside as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, double track. Which is this one. And like I said, it is just generally still not at the prototype stage, right? You know what I mean? But that type of thing, right, guys? Okay. So and it'll come as a bridge kit, right? Okay. So you can literally just put it together. Jobs are good, and off you go, right? Okay. So those are bridges. Again, we're gonna have culverts, and we'll do a culvert kit as well. Then, you know what I mean? So which will be a bit of MDF and something like that the culvert will fit in. But again, that'll be something to show you. To show you, this is a back scene one, right? Okay, so here's my back scene I made earlier. Yeah, so literally, yeah, you can push it up against there. There's your back scene one, right? Okay, but then we have a back scene, a back scene one, which you just, if you've got your right angle like that, right? Nobody likes to see a right angle. Yeah, okay. So what you can do is this type of profile, right? Okay. So it's no track on it at all. It's just an embankment, right? Okay. But you can run that then along into your eaves and over the back of them open corners if you want. Don't forget, you can dress it up to that stage, or you could even dress it to S5. Yeah. I'll explain what S5 is in the moment, right? As I said, so at the moment we've got skeleton. We've done structure, which is the metal, yeah, and we've done strength, yeah, which is the modern plaster, yeah, the mod rock, and we've gone up to S4, which is surface. So we've gone up to that as well, right? Okay, but like I said, these are some of these are back scene ones, yeah. Oh, there it is, all right. So there's skeleton, structure, strength, yeah. Okay, so you literally, that's what you can do. You can get your, you know what I mean, either one running along there or one coming up against the baseboard, the back scene there, that type of thing, right? Okay. And like I said, we got double ones, which them double ones then couldn't be in the center of it, right? Okay, so S5. Now I've got, like I've said, I've gone up to S4, right? Okay, and I've just covered what S4 is on here. I'm going to sort of let you guys get used to the idea. You know what I mean? Hopefully get the sales going, right? Okay. Oh, there's a double one that I've done in the white. So we got to white stage there. That's what I call it, yeah, white stage. Right. Okay. That's a prototype that I was testing. Then you know then once so maybe in about a couple of, so I'm working on them next week onwards, right, for the S5. And the S5 is Scenics. Okay. This is where we come into it, and everybody knows that we're world famous for our static grass and all that. Yeah, you know what I mean? This is the scenery side of it, yeah? And this is where you then are going to move some stuff out the way. Should have an assistant, really, shouldn't I? Yeah, this is where you can start building your embankment. Okay? And I'll show you the steps of that, right? Okay, so the first step is obviously we're going to do ballast in the track. Yeah, right, so there's our ballast, there's our track ballast glue. Yeah, that type of thing. We'll do that, yeah, you know what I mean, and then we go into the Scenics, which is then the progress layering system. If Kath goes over to there, yeah, there's the PGLS, the progress layering system, as you know, yeah, okay. Okay, give me a break a minute, just squig of. I haven't got coffee, I've got orange juice. It's no vodka in it, trust me, it's just pure orange juice. Any questions floating on there, Kath? Have you seen any, or everybody seems to be answering themselves, or
There's lots of talking going on, lots of it quite funny actually.
Yeah, they will take the mickey out of everybody and everything. Yeah, how many people
Somebody wants to know
watching?
if you're doing a video of a full creation.
Yeah, we will be. So that's I'm talking about S5 now. Yeah, so on, like I said, on YouTube at the moment there's S1 to S4. There's also then a time-lapse video with a little bit of music on there for you to chill out to, which goes through the stages quite quickly, but you get an idea, right? Guys, you are all modelers, right? All of you are modelers. You are quite capable of doing this. This is, like I said, this is from beginner all the way up to expert. Yeah. When it comes to this side, I will show you how we are going to do the Scenics. Yeah. And S5, which is the Scenics. Yeah. So the stage 5 is Scenics. I'm going to break it down into part 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Okay. Or 1, 2, whatever it is. Right. Okay. And that would be like ballasting. Then we put on the grass. Yeah. And I'll show you the ever so complicated technique. Yeah, and I've got the finger of a question.
What about your existing bridges? Do they fit as well?
No, the existing bridges work on. This is a completely new system. So just so you know that, I mean, the work that we've done, right? I spoke to some of the gurus that I know all around. You know, I mean, some of the companies, the manufacturing companies. I've also done a lot of research on embankments, and majority of railway embankments are man-made. Yeah, okay, they were sloped, they were like that. Yeah, okay, obviously they made with the ballast on the top, and the slopes were made boom like that, right? Okay, and the height. So this is double O gauge. Yeah, this is all double O gauge, right? Okay, right. So the height is perpendicular to the good God. Hang on a minute, I just said a really big name, big word, right? Okay. It is to the scale, yeah, to double O gauge, right? Okay. We are going to be working on N gauge, double O gauge, TT 120, double O 9. Well, double O 9 is going to be that anyway, that type of thing, yeah. Give us a chance to get this one out, rolling out first. Like I said, 3 months I've been working on this, and today was like, oh, and also we've had a big order as well for our off our distributor, ready to go to all the shops as well. You know, I mean, this is not going to be available in shops yet. Yeah, you know, I mean, maybe a couple of months, a few months time. We got to roll it out with us first. I mean, make sure that we iron out everything, and you know, we get the deliveries going and that type of thing. And I always like to give offers from us to you guys first. You know what I mean? So anyway, like I said, the Scenics. Oh, did we got another question? Did I say? Did you ask another question?
Okay, somebody asked what the height of it was.
Okay, yeah. So. Hang on a minute, come and pick a minute.
Got a ruler.
We got a ruler. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is being measured, yeah, and downscaled from an actual man-made embankment. Okay, so it fits perfect for double O gauge. Okay, right. At the moment we've got straights. I have spoken to the designers. We are now at the moment, next week when we settle down, going to start looking into some curves. Yeah, okay, maybe a 1 curve or 2 curves. Yeah, so we've got you can curl around. We're not going to be able to do every single curve because all your layouts are completely different. And then after that, then obviously we got some inclines to go as well. You know what I mean? And again, all through this system. Yeah, it's totally modular. Like I said. It can be as long as you want it, as small as you want it, right? Okay, I got another finger, I think. Yeah.
Will there be an N gauge version? And also, what is the width of the base, please?
Width
of the triangle type.
Right, well, that doesn't matter. Yeah, width of that, because as I said, it could be that size, singular, it could over that way. Yeah, you know, in the double one, we got, so that's a single track. So this is a bog standard double O gauge track. Yeah, okay, there it is. Right, okay, that's the size of that one. This is a double one. We have resized the double one because we realised we were a little bit too short on this, right, for 2 tracks. But then you can see, yeah, 2 tracks running against that one. All right, and so, you know what I mean, there's like I said, there's doubles, there's singles, there's double singles, and all that type of thing. But just to show the cat can zoom into that. So we got 0 to 5, that's how. Yeah, but if you don't want a double one, you go that one. Yeah, so again, from there to there. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, what was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying.
Engage.
Oh, engage, yes. Well, again, maybe a couple of months' time before we look at that. I have to sort of test the concept of it, but I can't see why not. Simple as, I cannot see why not. So yes, we've definitely engaged, definitely TT120, which not going to be that far away. It's just the height and the size of stuff. I mean, the engage one's going to be tiny. It's probably be really cute. And I'm going to get killed for saying that. So yeah, okay. But like I said, S5 is the next stage. Yeah, okay. Like I said, it'll be part 1, 2, and 3. And some of the other stuff as well. Now, some of these are O gauge ones, right? Okay. But there's a lot of double O gauge flowers in here as well. Like, okay. These are the next things that are coming out with it. Okay. Not today. Not been released yet. Okay, but yeah, realistic flowers, and they are realistic flowers. Yeah, okay, and I will show you how to do that on the next video, on the S video. I keep pointing over there because I'm on over there. I will show you how we use them. Yeah, you know what I mean, whether we use them with stems or whether we use the static grass as stems. Yeah, okay, and I'll show you all on that as well. You know what I mean. So it is going to be start to finish. We're going to do something like that. I'm going to move this out of the way in a minute. Yeah, and I'm going to pull so this is our bog standard baseboard. Okay. And this is something that we're going to do. Alright, okay, so we've got two, where is it, this one? So there's the first process, and then obviously leading into the next process. Yeah, the back seam one, like I said, okay, which is something like that. There's your embankment for the back seam. Yeah, slots lovely against the back seam when it's nice and straight. Okay, there's our bog standard baseboard, so you know the size of our baseboard. Yeah, okay, and then you could just put a lovely road bridge at the end. Yeah, as well. That is it. Now I know, and I'm hoping Steve is going to put a thumbs up to this, yeah? I know that the listings went live on our website at 7 o'clock, so they're now available to buy at 7 o'clock. So obviously we've gone into this now. How many people got watching?
69.
Wow.
22 thumbs up.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so you know we do the usual. I'm sure Craig, Samuel, and Dave have been saying please like, share, thumbs up, communicate, and all that nonsense that goes on with it. Yeah, again, YouTube is not our thing. We use YouTube just to show our products, not to earn a living off, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, if you like the product, give it a thumbs up, like, and share it around to other people. Like, let me tell everybody. Yeah, you know what I mean. But that's it. That's the system, guys. That is how simple. I can't make it any simpler than what it is. Yeah. Okay. Now, lots of people are going to turn around and say, well, we can make that out of that, out of this, out of that, cheaper for this, cheaper for that, stuff like that. Great, lovely. Yeah, so can I. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I spend hours and hours carving out of, you know what I mean, out of high density foam. Yeah, or I got to do chicken wire and all that type of thing, or I got to put this top on top to build it up. I've tried to make this as simple as I possibly can, yeah, for all modelers to enjoy. Yeah, like I said, you can get to this stage under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes. It is so simple. Yeah, just build it, you know, stick the metal on, stick the mod rock on, dress it up, to do your surface if you want to, and then you're on to S5, and I'll show you S5. And like I said, you can do all of this, as long as you've got your measurements right, you can do all of this, yeah, off the layout, especially because if you're leaning over the layout, you're trying to flock it, or trying to grass it, or trying to do something, right? Well, you don't have to. You can come out here, yeah, build it like that, and then go, right, okay, now I can plant it. And you just plant it down like that, glue it into position, jobs are good. Yeah, how simple is that? Yeah, so simple. Right, so I'm going to wait now for any questions, any more questions coming in. Yeah, you know what I mean, or what do you guys think? That's another one as well, like, you know what I mean, some good feedback from you. I mean, to have, yeah, I'm blown away as a manufacturer, as we build in, as you know, I mean, that our brand is building. Like I said, we're all in shops. And again, thank you. Go out there. If we're not in your local shop, please go in there and nag them to bring our details in. And like, Kath, when you looking at things, you're moving the camera as well, so stop playing with
Sorry.
it. Yeah, okay. Oh, I tell you something as well, right? This is a nice little trick. I don't know how many people do. This is double-sided foam tape. Now I use it, we used to use it when in my previous job when I was the buyer at Swansea Council. They use it to stick number plates on. It's foam, right? It's about that thick. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, right? I use that now to stick track down. And it is solid. Yeah, it sticks. Well, it sticks number plates down, it's solid. Yeah, that's what I use, so, you know what I mean? We don't sell it yet, but I'm sure now that Mark's probably, if Mark's on, yeah, I think he is. Yeah, we could probably sell that in rolls. Yeah, it's so simple. You just put it on the track, boom, off you go, like, you know what I mean? So, what, go on.
You've just been told off for shouting at me.
Oh, by who?
Northern Rails.
Oh, that's Craig.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Northern Rails 44.
Well done, Craig.
Yeah. And I didn't shout it, I was quite impolite actually. Yeah, so that's something that I stick in. I mean, I use to stick track down, especially in a straight line. If you're going on curves, tape doesn't go around curves unless you cut it and all that nonsense and malarkey and stuff like that. But then who does curves? You know what I mean? So yeah, what do you think, guys? This is it. This is our system. Yeah, you know what I mean? I am really excited for it. I think it's one of our biggest launches that we've had since the PGLS, since the Pro Grass Layering System. And now we got the 5S system, yeah, okay? It is such a simple system to use. You follow the points that we've got, yeah, the 5S, yeah, and I'll be singing about this, you know what I mean, for years to come. Because it's so simple, especially because a lot of you guys have got layouts up in the attic, yeah, you know what I mean? If you're looking for a summer project because you don't do gardening or it's rained out because of, you know what I mean? You can come down on the kitchen table, shove a little bit of newspaper down, and then, you know what I mean, and then you're, you know what I mean, in a bowl, bit of scissors, build a couple of these, yeah, and then up to S5, Scenic them, and put them in, plonk them in. It's a so simple system, you know what I mean? And we should provide you with a ruler, a tool, a ruler, because we're just going to make that as a template. But I thought, you know what? I'm always looking for a bloody ruler. Mark normally got him in his drawer or something like that. Like he's like a secret squirrel. He squirrels them away, right? Okay. Yeah. Again, I get shouted about that now, right? So I thought, well, let's give them a little bit of a ruler, you know what I mean, so they can mark out and something like that. So it's even help you on that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Like I said, from skeleton, yeah, to structure, to strength, all the way up to surface. Right, okay, and that's the stages that we've done so far, right, okay, which is there, apart from surface, which is there, yeah, you know what I mean, that type of thing, right, okay, it's going to be live, as soon as I finish here now, I'm going to run over to the computer and switch them all live, right, just so you can see, if you haven't heard enough of me yet, you can still watch me again, and yeah, you know what I mean, that type of thing, but yeah, that's it, simple system. Yeah, any thoughts coming through? Oh, no question.
Are these available now?
Yes, they are now live, unless Steve hasn't done his job properly, which I'm pretty sure that he has. Yeah, they're live on the web right now. Yeah, okay, so just head on over to the website. Yeah, you know what I mean, look for the embankment kit, or Steve should put a link on here now so that people can go straight to the page. Yeah, or incidentally, we've got a little bit of a glitch on the website on the front page. There's a few photos and might be a couple of broken links. Yeah, you know what I mean, we were fiddling around with it today, or somebody was fiddling around with it today. Yeah, you know what I mean, and we just lost a couple of links or so. There's no, the links, our links that straight to the website is fine. Sorry, straight to the kits are fine, yeah, so don't worry about that. So Steve, if you can put a link, copy onto that, or Dave, I know you're pretty tech savvy, like, you know what I mean, so we'll come straight to the links to that, straight over. Yeah, have a go. Okay, and yeah, they're ready to go. We got a few packed up ready, but I'm sure Ethan, my boy, who's now the production manager, is gonna go nuts at me tomorrow, because hopefully we sold loads and they've only made a few. And they've been flat out, to be fair to them, because we had a large order from the distributor. So yeah, happy days. And yeah, so like I said, you've got everything in the kit, so you've got more. Oh, right, okay, so that's something I forgot to do. So you get more than enough with a modern plaster, yeah, mod rock, right? I call it mod rock, right? But then I got shouted at because somebody else found a keyword saying it is called modelling plaster. It's mod rock, okay? You get more than enough on that, right? You get loads of that, and that's really for when you start trying to paint, hide your seams or that type of thing anyway, right, okay? And you get loads of this as well, more than enough of this as well, right, okay? But don't chuck the rest of it out, right? This stuff is brilliant, right, okay? And like I'll show you when I'm doing see a pointer over there again. Like I'm showing when I'm going to do the S5. I don't know why I'm pointing over there, not just the S5 everyone. Over there. Yeah, you know, don't show that, just behind the scenes. Yeah, okay, so when I'm down the unit, yeah, and this is why I did it in the house as well, is because there's no way I was going to sit on my own in a unit, 7,000 square foot unit, on my Todd, yeah, it's spooky, no chance. Yeah, so I thought, I know, I'll get Kath to film me and we'll do it in the house. Okay, we should learn how to do that really, shouldn't we flip it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I'll show you then how to make rock surfaces, that type of thing out of this, right, okay? So you can mould it up, pour plaster into it, and then you've got a rock, or you will do some sort of like a rock face and that type of thing. So, you know, really good stuff, really good stuff that is, like, you know, to help you along. And you're going to use it as well if you've got bridges, that type of thing, we can use it for everything else as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's S5. What time is it? Oh, so almost 40 minutes, so your arm's getting tired yet.
Good.
Any more questions? Any more thoughts?
Somebody said about including this in a competition.
Oh.
Andy wants to know, when did you become a railway modeller?
Andy, no, I'm not. I am not. This is scenery. It is still classed as scenery. Once you get to that stage, yeah, once you get to that stage, when you're doing that bit, your job, not mine. Yeah, you guys know the railway side of it. Right? I know how to ballast. Andy taught me how to ballast as it happens. Right? So the tapping technique that you saw me doing on the reel, if you've seen it, yeah, Andy taught me that, to be fair to him, right? So we're good. And I got to thank Andy as well. He helped us out on this one as well a little bit, to be fair to him.
Can you name what the product is? Somebody missed the beginning.
Yeah, so the product's called Build an Embankment Kit, okay? And the system is the 5 S's, yeah, which is skeleton, structure, strength, surface, and then Scenics, yeah, which is where we really come into, yeah. Which, and then you know, I'm going to show you the technical. Also, I was saying, I forgot it. The technical term that I've come up with. Yeah, I've been thinking for years and years and years, what can I come up with this for a name with this technique, right? And I just settled for scrunching. Yeah, anybody who's watched my demonstrations will know that the scrunching technique is the one to go forward with it. You know what I mean? So, and I'll show you how to do it on a finer scale on an embankment as well. Like so we'll run it through the next side of it. This one was rather quick. Yeah, the next bit of it, the scenic side of it, this is where we can have a bit of fun. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm going to show you how to add some of our MDF fences that we've got. Yeah, you know what I mean? So maybe some broken fences. I'll show you how to add some flowers where there's just the foliage, or where there's our realistic flowers are going to come out to it. We might put a tree into it, that type of thing. Yeah, so we'll just evolve it. And I'll sort of bounce off you guys as well. It's questions, because there's another thing coming about what we're going to start doing as well. Yeah, is ask the Welsh Wizard a question. Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody knows that I'm now being called the Welsh Wizard. I can't remember, I think that was Mark's Models or somebody, some of the guys up there, like that side of up north. Everything's up north from us apart from Sam and Craig. Oh, and Dave. Yeah, they're southish. Right, okay, but up north. You know what I mean? But so what we're going to do, any questions and you guys come along, or we see something on the customer feedback, something like that, they're going to ask questions, they're going to come up and do a quick reel, ask a question, and I'm going to answer the question. Yeah, as simple as that. Oh, I got another finger, here we go.
Your ruler, is it millimetres or inches?
Millimetres and inches, would you say? Yeah. Millimetres and inches. Okay, and that is, I've dropped it. That will be accurate, right? Because it's been done by our designers, our CAD designers, and literally onto a system. the system doesn't want to let us do it wrong anyway. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean. And like I said, totally modular. Oh, there's actually. So if you sort of look at that one, yeah, that's the bridge kit. So what we've done is just made it a little bit smaller. If you can see it, it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, so the retaining wall sticks out a bit. Yeah, that type of thing. Okay, with the bridge kit as well, especially when we're going to do it, I don't know if I've got one there, okay. So here you can see that we've got the angle ones. If you put that up against that one, yeah, okay, it doesn't fit properly, okay. So we are going to get it. So like these are a work in progress. They probably about another month before we get these going, right, okay. Right, and we might only do the fronts and the backs. We might just get rid of the middle bits for you, right, okay. The fiddly bit, you know what I mean, and then but we'll put a box in there, yeah, out of MDF that you make it, and then you glue this to it, right? Okay, and that will solve then. And then if there's any gaps like that you've got, that's where that comes into it. But again, full video backup with that, right? I mean, I'll show you exactly what it does. If I don't like it, it won't go past me. Yeah, you know what I mean. The guys will tell you we're on here now that if I don't like something, I go no, stop, start again. Yeah, okay, right, okay, but you know what I mean, so everything will literally slot together, lovely. Like I said, we're going to try and make it as easy. This is as easy as it possibly can get. It cannot get any easier. Yeah, you know what I mean, and you have a ready-made embankment, and it's not going to stay like that profile. It will not stay that profile. If you want, you know what I mean, we've got it. Bear with me. If you see that, yeah, okay, yeah, we've got, look at that profile. Yeah, I got bumps. You want, you know what I mean? If you compare that to that, yeah, okay, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I've got another question.
Are you ever going to produce steps?
Steps?
You may know what he means.
Who's it?
Northern Railers.
Yeah, if he keeps chops, then I will. So, and he'll be walking down them. Guys, almost 45 minutes of me waffling. How many people still watching?
59, 32 thumbs.
Oh, brilliant. Quick slurp. Okay, have I got another finger? I'm just waiting now for any more questions coming in. I think I've pretty much explained, yeah, the 5S system. Yeah, follow the 5S system, right? Okay, it's a basic as a basic can be. Yeah, you know, you come up by me, right? Okay, yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ding! I got an idea for a product. That's where this came from. But it'll be like I said, we've been working on it for 3 months, and we wanted to make sure that it is sort of, you know, I mean, it's as easy as it possibly can. Okay, you know what I mean? People can overthink things, people will over-engineer stuff, right? Okay, you know what I mean? And we're probably not going to please everybody, but we don't want to. If we did that, then, you know what I mean, life will be boring, right? Okay, if you want to do it, if you don't want to buy them and you think it's pants, please, you know what I mean, keep it to yourself. I'm going to get in trouble with that now. No, you know what I mean, we welcome all feedback. I think you saw a few weeks ago, yeah, that I put a couple of weeks ago, that I put another video out about our storage boxes and our carrying cases. You know what I mean? We listen to you. Yeah, we listen to you guys, and we make sure that whatever the feedback is, that if it's valid, then we will do something about it. Yeah, you know that. Yeah, we're trying to keep our integrity, you know what I mean, as high as it possibly can. You know what I mean? We want to be the biggest and the best Scenics company in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I know that we've got the products that are already stacking up. Our customer service, thanks to Ed, yeah, is next to none. Right? Okay, you know what I mean? It's bang on. Yeah, and people love our products. I mean, the amount of times I go to shows, yeah, and Cat's doing this, like, but I'm still talking. The amount of people I go to shows and come up to me, shake my hand, say that they've changed their life forever, or they love the stuff, or they love the way that they do it because they get the confidence to do it. Same with this. I made it as simple as I possibly can for you guys, yeah, so you don't have to worry about, oh God, is it right? If you're happy with it, bang on. Okay, question, go.
Are you going to have available bigger bags of the fibre mold? Yeah,
they're on there. I think we got 1.5 kilo bags on there. Yeah, okay, and we are working on a retail bag yeah, ready to give to our distributor, so then they can go out to the shops as well, right? Available in all the shops. Guys, there's another thing I'm going to ask you as well, right? If your local shop is not stocking us, yeah, okay, because for strange reasons they might know, we're still relatively young. 15 years they've been doing this, right? WWScenics is about 10-year-old. That's still young. If you think of, you know, the likes of maybe like Pico, 75 years, other companies, 100 years, that type of thing, you know what I mean? Okay, we're still a young company, right? Okay, but it's all British made. All of this, that, the applicators, the grass, everything, it is British made. 99.9% of our products are made by our team down the road in Swansea. I got another finger.
Yeah. Are you going to do some demos in shops? Any updates on the muds?
Who's that come from?
The shops is Paul Poles.
Okay, so I would love to do demonstrations in shops. I would love to. Yeah, absolutely love to. There's a certain person on this chat right now. Yeah, that's probably singing from the hills. The hills are alive. The sound of music to his ears. For you guys asking that, I would love to go into shops. Thank you very much. What was the other?
Updates on muds.
Mark Jutsum, that's down to you. Yeah, we are waiting for our supplier to. I've approved it. We're just waiting for our supplier to bulk size it.
Can you put one on top of the other?
Ooh, to make it higher. Oh,
I guess.
Yeah. Be tricky, I suppose. Not really. We haven't done it as a stacking system. But well, hang on a minute. What am I talking about? Of course you can. Oh my God, of course you can. Because you know what I mean. So if you've got, there's a double track there and a single track like that, right? Okay. They're all precision made, so they all line up together. And then so hot glue gun will glue that together like that, right? Okay. And then all you do is you shove that over it. So yes, you can. Yeah, guys, this is the game changer here. Yeah, our modeling metal. Yeah, it's a very underrated product. Yeah, and it is literally this is what makes this whole thing possible. Yeah, because if you didn't put the structure there, that mod rock would sag. I'm telling you, it will sag. You have to put that there. There's your structure. That's what keeps. You know what I mean? That. Oh, I got another finger.
Are you planning another future open day in the shop?
Oh, yes, we're supposed to be. Mr. Griffiths, that's another one for you. Yeah, yes, we are. I want to. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that we've all been basically wrapped up trying to get this over the thing. And it looks a simple thing, right? But the amount of work that we have to do. Oh, excuse me, the pop is coming back with me. Yeah, the amount of work that's going, we went back and forth, it's not right, it's not high enough, it's not the right angle, it's not the right, you know what I mean, it was too much, it's too slow, how do we make it into a modular, how do we get it from big to small, that type of thing, yeah, you know what I mean? So we literally worked on this one first, a simple size of it. If we came out and go, bang, there it is on everything, yeah, okay, we also would have overwhelmed you guys as well. So you get, I'm stumbling over there, right, okay, bear with me. Yeah, so this is a back seam, and when I say a back seam, right, is, you know what I mean, we call it a back seam, right, because it doesn't have to, right, but it can butt up to that. Yeah, okay, like that, if you wanted to, right. It's the idea is to get rid of your angle 90 degree. Yeah, so you've got that, is to get rid of that. You put that in there, and we've got a single track there, rolling across there. I've lost my train of thought now. Oh, yeah, back seam. And we've given you enough. There's two. Yeah, there's two there that butts up. Right, okay, and then obviously your back seam goes like that. Yeah? As well, so that shows, yeah, where our next show is. I can't remember, right, okay. Well, I'm hopefully going to have this dressed on the board. Yeah, so you guys can come along and have a look at it as well, you know what I mean, work on. But it's MDF, it's modern metal, it's mod rock, it's, the dress is down to you on S5. Oh, another finger.
Would you consider expanding the options at some point to be able to make a curved embankment?
So I've already said earlier on, I might have missed it, that's on my next stage. Yeah, so we are going to have, yeah, I got to talk to my gurus, Andy, yeah, about, you know, I mean, is there a radius? But then we got to, and we're not going to, unfortunately, because it's MDF, right, okay, we can do it. I've already spoken to Gareth, a designer, who actually runs the laser department for us as well, right? So if you've got storage boxes, or if you buy these, he's designed them, yeah, and he cuts them for you as well, right? Okay. But we are going to have curves on there, right? Okay, so we curve that way, whatever it is, whatever you want to, right? But we're not going to please everybody. Yeah, there's only so much we can do, because we could have like 20,000 curves. Yeah, you know what I mean, and we can't do that, right, you know what I mean. So we'll have a couple of set ones, yeah, you know what I mean, and hopefully we're going to try and do a modular one as well. That might be like a scale electrics track. So you've got one which is a gentle curve, or one's a little bit more steeper, and you can put them together and off they go. Because you don't forget, this is metal, yeah, okay, this will bend around everything, right, you know what I mean. It's the skeleton. As long as we can get the skeleton, then jobs are good, yeah, because of that. Anything else?
What's the planned price range for the embankments?
So they're a one-off price of $34.99. Simple as. Yeah, I'm not going to confuse you with all work of it. You pretty much, there's a very little change in MDF that you get anyway. Yeah, you know what I mean. The prices are in with all the other stuff. $34.99. You get two right up to enough more than enough. Yeah, that will do more than the two of them I got.
Will you also produce to HO and N gauge with incline?
Inclines is something that, like I said, we are not a railway company, okay? We're a scenery company. And inclines is, yeah, you know, we are going to do them. I don't shy away from a challenge. Yeah, it's the same as the curves as well, like, you know what I mean? So N gauge we'll have a look at, okay? You know what I mean? Why not? We'll have a go at everything. If it works, yeah, we'll get it out. I can't see why not. The only tricky bit that we're going to have is the curves. Yeah, okay, the inclines are fine. I've already got an idea how we're going to do that, right? Okay, and again, the modern metal will be into it, the mod rock will be into it. The whole embankment, I didn't want to go bang, release everything, because one, I didn't have enough time, and two, I want to do it in stages. Yeah, okay. But yes, the 5S system is going to be a complete system. Yeah, all the way around. Okay, you know what I mean. So hopefully we can get an embankment that'll go in a big arch, no, oval, isn't it? Oval. That's what the railway modelers call it. Oh, I'm not a railway modeler. I don't confess to be a railway modeler. I don't know anything about railways. Yeah, we do all our research online. Yeah, all by our gurus that are out there. Yeah, okay. You know what I mean, and to be fair, if we ask, and we go to societies as well. We ask societies. So the TT120 storage box was, all the measurements came from the TT120 society. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we don't do things. We don't just pluck them from the air. We do our research and we make sure. I mean, I even told me and Ben, who's our 3D designer. Yeah, okay. We've gone out, you know what I mean, and are going to go out to all sorts of bridges around us. Yeah, the Swansea Valley, you know what I mean, and take photos. Yeah, and try and get some measurements with a phone and stuff like that. You know what I mean, to try and get some accurate ones as well. You know what I mean, and we're doing all sorts of bridges as well, right? Different bridges as well.
Will you have a digital library with pick and choose the multiple options eventually on the website?
So on the website should be a multi-choice one anywhere there anyway, but you get sort of a, you know, in a set one. If it's a single embankment, single track, that's a single embankment, single track. Yeah, okay, that's the bridge thing, right? Okay, so it's sort of like that, right? Okay, right? Or it's that one, which is single embankment, yeah, single track. Okay, or you've got single track, double embankment. Yeah, so single track, double embankment. Right, okay, if you want multiple ones, we've just literally launched them in them packs. We're in charge of the website, we can do what we want. But again, is how far do we want to go? Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, it's got to be viable for us as well, you know what I mean, to cut them off and thing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Right now, they're just available in kits. Yeah, for you guys to get used to them as well, like, you know what I mean? It's a brand new product, it's a brand new concept as well, like, you know what I mean? So with the all system, like the 5S system is mine, yeah, copywritten by WWScenics, as well as trademarked by WWScenics. Get the IP in there while we can. Yeah, in case of another big in America, another company comes along and pinches another system off us, right? Okay, but yeah, so we, you know what I mean, that is the systems that we're going to do, right? You know what I mean? This is a start of something big. Yeah, I really feel it, you know, we feel it deep down in my gut. This is a start of something big. And I genuinely, and we are going to go as big as we possibly can with this. Just like we did with the Pro Grass Layering System. Yeah, you know, I mean, we now got Pro Grass Layering System grasses. We've got the toolkit that's been launched on Father's Day, which is highly successful. Yeah, I haven't even got sleeves for them yet. They're not even retail packaged. Everything is just, it's just going snowballing, right? Okay. So I'm going to go right after this one. I slow down. The next ones is the bridge kit after this, yeah? But I've got a lot of work to do on this one first. These are still about a month away. I've still got to show you the 5S, yeah, the scenic side of this one, yeah, before we start going bigger. All just keep feeding back to us, yeah. Steve's there. He's probably right in front. He's not right in front. Okay, I know he's not. He's sitting there, probably drinking his pop, yeah, feet up. You know what I mean, just tapping every now and then, you know what I mean, but he'd say, no, I'm writing notes, yeah, right, no, I know he's not, right, okay, but yeah, we'll take note, yeah, and we'll do anything that's feedback into it, we'll do it, yeah, okay, anything else? How many people watching, still?
44.
Oh, they're dropping off, are they, so,
36 thumbs up.
they're getting bored of me. Right, any more questions, guys, before I go? I think I'll give you this an hour and I've been talking away to it, like, you know, like I said, I'm going to get the videos on as soon as I finish here now, right, okay? Look, for me, this is a no-brainer. Oh, I got it, go on.
So, like, Clive likes the mixing bowl, and I was wondering if it was my idea to stop you ruining the kitchenware.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no. I have sneaked a few spoons in every now and then, so yeah, I think this was my modelling room. We just took this wooden great big wall out, we shoved an island in this, and it's kicked me out of my modelling room. So yeah, so now my modelling room's in the unit, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, basically, I can't sell it any more than what it is, like, you know what I mean? It is MDF, modern metal, mod rock, fine mold. Okay. Where the magic happens, yeah, is the Pro Grass Layering System. Yeah, you all know how good our static systems are, right? Okay, you know what I mean, the PGLS, you know, it's the best in the world, without a shadow of a doubt, right? Okay, so that's when I'm going to show you how to make this pop. And the beauty about it, you can do it all away from your layout, so no grass goes onto your thing, just slot around your layout, connect up your track, which, like I said, oh, that's the prototype. Yeah, like I said, okay, and in the videos I tell you when to drill your holes in for your wiring up here, but you've got wiring loops, yeah, or wiring holes there, so you can run your wires if you want to, yeah, to put any light in or signals or whatever you want to put up there, right? If you put that up there, I'm not sure, yeah, you know what I mean, but it's there, okay, so we thought of that as well.
Can you just show again how high they are with the ruler?
Yeah, so let me get a standard one. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I think this embankment tool's coming handy already.
Yeah. So
that was my idea as well. Yeah. Are they happy?
Yeah, 6 centimeters.
Well, you're a school teacher, you should know. Right. Any more? Chit-chatting. I hope you've enjoyed the chit-chatting, guys. You know, I mean, this is, I think this is my first ever evening chit-chat. And it was a reveal. Yeah, I think it's big. I really do. I mean, some people are going to talk it down. They do. Yeah, you know what I mean? We'll have the keyboard warriors coming out now so shortly. Yeah, we'll never buy the product, but yet we'll state it. You know what I mean? And I always say to them, look, I hope you have bought our products. You know what I mean, testing them out properly and then giving honest feedback. Yeah, you know what I mean, that's all we ask. Yeah, you know what I mean? But we know there's never going to be that, and then people are going to do that, they'll just slate it anyway. But for me, it is, I like simple modelling. I like to just get it down, get it finished, you know what I mean? And like I said, this is not about logos as well, right? Okay, this is a massive message I'm going to start saying out now, right? So I'm going to finish on this one, right? Okay, a layout is not about the logos. A layout is about how it runs. Yeah, how does it look? Yeah, you've got a layout that's running on a normal board, right? It's you know, a logo is running on a normal board. It's pants. Yeah, you look at Peaks 47, the ones that I've actually seen in the flesh. Peak 47s, Northern Rails 44s. Yeah, all the guys that goes around the shows. Yeah, you know what I mean. You see them, they dress them up as hard as they possibly can. Right, okay, and incidentally, I know Sam and Craig are my good friends of mine, or good mates of mine, you know what I mean, but I do love that. I did love 47, but Northern Rails is my favourite. It is my favourite, and Sam's going to go nuts, but it is, right, because it's military, yeah, and it's just a diorama, the bits and pieces, and that's what it is. It's all about the layout, guys, not your logo, yeah, okay, keeping up with Mr. Smith, yeah, you know what I mean, or keeping up with the Joneses. Do your layout, boys. Do this. It's brilliant, guys. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's gonna look pucker. You're already putting a height into it, and it's easy. Yeah. So there's my passion. Scenics. Yeah. Do your Scenics. Any more questions before I go? Guys, I hope we thoroughly enjoyed that. We've been a total hour, right? You know what I mean? You know, up to 60 odd people. I am absolutely smashed with that, right? And I mean, as a manufacturer and as a small little manufacturer, we do, like I said, YouTube is not our thing. Yeah, we don't earn money, well, we do earn money from it, but we earn, you know, a couple of pence every frigging video or something like that, right? It's not our living, right? The guys out there, like RGG Trains, like Jennifer Kirk, all them guys that want to earn a living from their YouTube, support them, back them. That's the backbone of the model in there. Yeah? I'm a manufacturer. I'm here to show off the products and teach you a few things in a way if I can. Yeah. Okay. I'm a top modeler. Yeah, and master modeler as we call them. I've been doing this for 15 years. Not that's relatively young than most people, but I've concentrated on Scenics. Yeah, you know what I mean, and I pride myself on being one of the best at static grass. Okay, because if I'm selling it, I want to make sure that I'm giving you the best advice. Yeah, so you get the best out of the products, right? Okay, so like I said, it's all about the layout. Again, thank you very much. Yeah, this is our big release. This is the big news. Yeah, okay, it's build an embankment kit. Yeah, by WWScenics, following the 5S system, which is skeleton, structure, strength, surface, and Scenics. And that's the first time I've said that without stuttering. So on that note, I'm going. Thank you very much for joining me in my home. Yeah, stay safe. Please share this as much as you can, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.